Hey, Smart Retirees! Are you curious about the implications of early retirement on your Social Security payments? Well, today on the Smart Retiree, we're diving deep into that topic. Stick around and you'll get a clearer picture. And hey, if you're finding this information valuable, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Retiring early, especially when it's a well-deserved and planned decision, is commendable. To those considering it or who have already taken that leap, hats off to you. But there's often a burning query. What happens if I bid goodbye to my job for a whole decade or more before I can start collecting Social Security? Well, the answer to that is more intricate than you might think, and many wish they had this insight before they took that early retirement plunge. Understanding your Social Security payment boils down to three key elements: the duration you've worked, the amount you've pocketed over the years, and how patient you've been past the age of 61 in claiming it. For today's discussion, let's assume you've decided to wait until full retirement age. When you glance at your monthly pay stub, you'll spot FICA, the Federal Insurance Contributions Act. In simple terms, it's your contribution to the Social Security pool. Think of it as a long-term piggy bank. The longer and more you've worked, the more you've dropped into this piggy bank. Hence, if you've contributed for only a handful of years, your withdrawal naturally won't be as significant. One concept that many overlook is the Social Security credits. Every credit symbolizes a quarter of work, and earning at least $1,470 qualifies you for one credit. To be eligible for Social Security benefits, you'll need to gather 40 of these credits. In annual terms, that's a target of just $5,880. Quite achievable, isn't it? Alright, now let's talk figures. Over your working years, your earnings would have seen highs and lows. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, standardizes this by adjusting your past earnings to today's dollar value. Once adjusted, they cherry-pick your top earning 35 years, discard the rest, and derive your average monthly earnings. Are you falling short of 35 working years? Well, they'll factor in zeros to bridge the gap. However, all isn't bleak. There's a silver lining called bend points. They minimize the damage caused by those zero earning years. To illustrate, in 2021, for the first $996 of your average monthly earnings, the SSA would allocate 90% towards your Social Security payment. For the next chunk up to $5,006, it's 32%, and beyond that, it's 15%. To simplify this, let's run some hypothetical numbers. Suppose you worked for about 30 years, earning an escalating salary, ending at $50,000 to $55,000 with a 2.5% annual increment. Your average monthly earnings would stand at about $2,500. But if you stretch it to 35 years, the figure rises to about $3,200. Now, apply the bend points. After 30 years, you'd be eligible for approximately $1,400, while after 35 years, it's roughly $1,600. The crux? For many, extending your working years can bump up your Social Security payment, but understanding the bend point dynamics can help you make a more informed decision. Let's take another scenario. If you've had a stellar career, ending with a $150,000 annual package, after 30 years, with the same 2.5% annual growth, your average monthly earnings jump to about $7,200. Compare it to a full 35-year tenure, and the figure catapults to almost $9,000. Using our bend points again, the 30-year work span offers about $2,700, while the 35-year span gives roughly $3,000. One thing we implore you to do here at the Smart Retiree is to always do your own homework. Calculating Social Security payments before you are due to collect them can be very confusing. There's a lot of intricate maths to figure into the final equation. Our advice is not to use this information as gospel, but as a guide before you talk to a Social Security expert about what you will be entitled to. Okay, if you're finding this insight helpful and think others can benefit, why not share this video and encourage them to subscribe to the Smart Retiree too? Now, let's look at the general pros and cons of retiring early before collecting Social Security at age 62. So, what are the pros of early retirement? Firstly, expect an enhanced quality of life. Early retirement can potentially offer an improved quality of life. You get more time to explore passions, travel, spend time with loved ones, or even embark on new hobbies. The added years of freedom can be truly rewarding, but this will depend on your own health status. Number 2. Consider health benefits. Stepping away from a possibly stressful career earlier can have positive impacts on your health. Reduced stress levels, more time for physical activity, and a relaxed pace can contribute to both mental and physical well-being. Number 3 is flexibility. Early retirement provides the flexibility to set your own pace. Whether it's moving to a more affordable location, downsizing your home, or simply living a minimalist lifestyle, you get the autonomy to make decisions without the pressing weight of a 9-to-5 routine. And number 4 is the potential for new ventures. With more free time on your hands, there's ample opportunity to start something new, maybe a small business or consultancy, based on your expertise. This can also act as an additional source of income. So, what are the cons of an early retirement? The first is the likelihood of reduced Social Security benefits. One of the most significant drawbacks is the reduction in Social Security benefits. If you start collecting before the full retirement age, which can range from 65 to 67, depending on when you were born, your benefits could be reduced by up to 30%. It's a long-term trade-off that can significantly impact your financial wealth and health in the later years. Number 2. Financial strain. Without a regular income and with potential additional years in retirement to fund, early retirees might feel the financial squeeze. It requires meticulous planning to ensure your savings can stretch for the extra years, especially with the uncertainty of future expenses like healthcare. The third is health insurance costs. If you retire before 65, you're not yet eligible for Medicare. This means finding an alternative health insurance plan, which can often be pricey. Can you afford expensive health insurance when you are not earning an income? Number 4. Potential isolation. Retirement can sometimes lead to a feeling of isolation, especially if most of your peers are still working. The sudden shift from a bustling work environment to a quiet home can be jarring for some. For many, this might be their main consideration, especially if they are more socially inclined. It's something to seriously think about. And number 5. Market volatility. Depending on how you've invested your savings, early retirement can expose you to market risks for a more extended period. If the market dips and you're withdrawing from your retirement funds, it can deplete your savings at an accelerated rate. In the current volatile economic climate, this is a real concern for many impending retirees. In conclusion, retiring before the age of 62 is a significant decision that comes with its share of pros and cons. While the allure of freedom, improved quality of life, and new ventures might be tempting, it's essential to weigh these against the financial implications, potential isolation, and the impact on your Social Security benefits. Each individual's circumstances are unique. What works for one might not work for another. Therefore, it's crucial to engage in comprehensive planning, considering all facets of early retirement. If possible, consult with a financial advisor who can provide a clearer picture tailored to your situation. Meanwhile, as always, here at the Smart Retiree, we aim to provide you with the insights and knowledge to make informed decisions. If you've appreciated this deep dive, please smash that like button. For more insightful content tailored for the smart retiree like yourself, make sure to subscribe and keep notifications on. Retiring early might sound appealing, but understanding the nuances of Social Security payments is crucial. And remember, these are just estimates. Personal circumstances can change the outcomes. Until next time, stay informed and stay smart.